It is.
I love it. And I got to get your prediction really quick on the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight.
Boxing. I'm team boxing, man. Gervonta Davis, of course.
Gervonta Davis?
Of course.
And who would you say is the #1 pound for pound right now in boxing?
Usyk.
Great fight, great matchup. It's fun for the sport of boxing. It makes it fun. It makes it entertaining. That's what it's all about. You know, and may the best man win. It's an exhibition regardless. It doesn't count.
The weeds for this? You part of this movement that's going on right now. Well, I got in the ring with a top pound for pound fight in the world. We got going over there contribute to help this dude.
The guy must be around 150 right now, 153, something like that. And you can really tell when he's sideways. When you look at him sideways and see that
Alexander Usyk didn't hold back. He fired a brutal warning toward Jake Paul over his rumored fight with Gervonta "Tank" Davis. With Tank looking bigger, sharper, and more dangerous than ever, Usyk sees only one possible outcome. Jake Paul loses. It all began when Jake posted his 5-year plan, claiming he'd become a world champion and eventually face Usyk himself. But the Ukrainian legend clapped back instantly. "Good plan, Jake," he wrote, "but I'm not here for 5th place, only 1st. I'll close the book on boxing soon, and after that, I'll wait for you in the cage." In Usyk's eyes, Jake won't even survive against a smaller real fighter like Tank. He mocked Jake's ambitions, reminding everyone that true champions chase legacy, not likes. Without even mentioning Tank's name, his message was crystal clear. Jake Paul isn't part of the real boxing elite. Meanwhile, Tank's transformation has fans stunned, his frame's heavier, his legs stronger, and his movement as explosive as ever. There's something different about Gervonta Davis. Everyone can see it. He's added muscle without losing a shred of speed. That combination has fighters and fans buzzing. The consensus? Tank is being smart. He's matching Jake's size, refining his footwork, and designing a strategy to break him down. Every clip shows a man adapting, evolving, and preparing for war. This isn't just another fight for Tank, it's a statement.
In some things, I think Gervonta's just gonna stick and move. He'll be fast, play it smart, I don't see him staying still for too long so Jake can land some shots. He'll just try to touch him. Who knows, man? It's an exhibition. It's a money grab.
Very recently, Tank opened up about where his mind's at, and it's a new version of him. "My headspace now is way better than it was before," he admitted. That's all that matters. He's not trash talking. He's not chasing attention. He's going into a real fight, focused, grounded, and ready. Everything, his size, his power, the way he moves, points to a fighter in full control. "I just gotta adapt," he said calmly. "Every time I fight, it's fireworks." Meanwhile, Jake Paul has finally dropped the act for a moment and shown something real: honesty.
Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis. That's the state of boxing.
Yeah, that's
right
crazy.
Let that sink in.
Jake
that's
Paul,
right
Gervonta Davis is so crazy. 135 versus 200. That is so nuts.
They're all exhibitions.
None of them are.
They're exhibitions.
In an interview with TMZ, Jake admitted something few fighters ever say out loud. "I think people forget Tank's a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter," he said. "He's got power in both hands and the technique of someone who's been doing this forever. Honestly, I'm the most scared I've ever been before a fight." Hearing Jake talk about fear felt strange. For a man who built his image around confidence and disruption, this confession peeled back the curtain, showing that even the loudest voices can tremble when facing real danger.
Went for the jugular. Jake comes back and says, "Anybody that puts his hands on a woman is a scumbag, and that's you." Tank responds. In the world of responses, it was as bad as it gets. In defense of himself, makes a comparison to P. Diddy. Jake literally just puts his head down. It's like, man. And I think that Jake was thinking.
Even Jake's former trainer, Shannon Briggs, hinted at the same truth. "It's great for boxing," he said. "I used to train Jake Paul. I knew early on this would be something special." But as the conversation turned serious, Briggs's tone changed. He's been in there with punchers. He knows what power and timing feel like. And when he talks about Tank Davis, he talks about both. He praised the event, not Jake's chances, and that says everything. When the man who helped build your foundation sounds uncertain, maybe he sees something you don't.
Prepare for a guy that's different stature-wise. Yeah, no, we have world champions. Raymond Ford in the 130-pound weight class. We got Montana Lovin. Shakur Stevenson is coming in this week. So just sparring against guys on their level and people who have, you know.
6 Tony Bellew didn't sugarcoat a thing. If Tank lands clean, he said, Jake Paul's going to sleep. Bellew's been on both sides of knockout power, and he knows the real thing when he sees it. His verdict was brutal but simple. Jake's size won't matter. Tank's precision and explosiveness erase those numbers the moment his glove lands.
Right, I think that fight there, I think because of Tank's skill level, it's like, it makes it fair, even though he's not, the weight difference is crazy. Really and truly, bro, Jake Paul should not land a punch on Tank. This guy's one of the...
Bellew doubled down, reminding everyone that Tank's made a career out of walking through bigger men. His timing, punch selection, and IQ are elite. Jake has never fought anyone like Tank, he said. If Tank hits him clean with 8-ounce gloves, it's lights out. Carl Froch took it further, calling the fight dangerous. Not for its spectacle, but for its unpredictability. He pointed out Jake's bad habit of keeping his chin high, saying that against Tank, one mistake could be fatal. Veteran Gabriel Rosado agreed, adding that Tank isn't just power, he's setup. He makes you step where he wants, then fires when you're blind to it.
He's a marketing genius, but when it comes to people depicting his fights, I can't get my head around it. If Tank hits him clean, he's going to sleep. He'll have a lot of smoke blowing up his backside by his coaching team and people like that, but when he gets hit for real, 10-ounce, well, I'm told it's 16-ounce gloves now, it's like an exhibition. Right. I'm told it's big gloves and head guards he's gonna need.
Tank knows how to bring you into his range, Rosado explained. He doesn't waste shots. That's the difference. Jake Paul depends on rhythm and straight shots. Tank destroys rhythm. He lures you in, makes you react, and strikes when you least expect it. That's how he's been dismantling world-class opponents for years. Not through chaos, but through control. What makes this fight even more intriguing is what's happening inside Tank's mind. The chaos, the distractions, they're gone. What's left is focus. He's sharper, calmer, and more dangerous than he's ever been. You can see it in every move, every word. He's not fighting for critics anymore. He's fighting for himself. Meanwhile, Jake continues to juggle fame and fighting. His body's changed, stronger, faster, but instinct can't be built in a year. And while Jake is learning, Tank's been living this rhythm his entire life.
Look at this face-off, Henry. What are your thoughts here?
You're hearing that shit from me. That's cringe. In some weird way, I kind of like
cringe about it.
He's trying to big man the smaller guy, who the smaller guy to me is dangerous. I think Tank Davis is going to put the hands on him, but I like it, bro. I will say something about Jake Paul. He's brought a lot of attention.
Where Stevenson didn't need many words. Asked if Jake had any real chance against Gervonta Davis, he simply said, no. Then he repeated it. Calm, confident, and final. He explained that size might play a small part, but Tank's boxing IQ would dominate. If I'm Tank, Shakur said, I'd just go in there, outbox him, and make it look easy. Coming from one of the sharpest minds in boxing, it wasn't disrespect. It was reality.
Talking about fighting Joshua, which is heavyweight, and now he's saying about fighting Tank. Nah, this can't be. It's Netflix as well. I need to go and do some checks and see if like the main pages have posted this, but Jake Paul's posted it. It says Friday, November 14th. It's in Atlanta.
Came the twist. Shakur dug deeper into what this matchup really means. It's not even sanctioned, he pointed out. You can't legally bet on it. When it's an exhibition, it can be staged. He compared it to Tyson's exhibition, saying the only reason they made that official was because fans demanded real stakes. It's wild, he added. Feels more like a circus than a contest. His words echoed what many purists feel. This might entertain millions, but it might not mean anything.
Over 10 3-minute rounds.
I said it was 190.
The fight is 195 pounds, Tank, as you know. Over 10 3-minute rounds, and when Tank and Jake enter the squared circle to go to battle, they will be wearing 12-ounce gloves. 3 commission-approved, world-class professional judges will score.
Still others say if it's real, it's dangerous. Paulie Malignaggi broke it down. If it's not staged and they're wearing small gloves, then it's a real fight. He said Jake's probably 100 pounds heavier, and that's a massive risk for Tank, who's never fought above 135. If Tank catches him, he can hurt him. But if Jake lands clean, he could do the same. That size difference has become the story itself. No one can believe Gervonta agreed to go near 190, 195 pounds. No fighter that small has ever dared to step into cruiserweight territory like this. Not seriously. Whatever happens next, it's already one of the boldest moves in modern boxing.